Happening here, it's a walk to help support a cause near and dear to many of us. More than 5 million Americans, including 23,000 in Rhode Island alone, live with Alzheimer's. And while research is being conducted locally, there is no cure. Even more devastating, the number of people with early onset Alzheimer's. Irene Rihanna of Smithfield was diagnosed at age 55 and passed away 2 years ago. Her family is still dealing with the pain of not only losing a loved one, but at such a young age.
To be honest with you, I miss her like crazy. I really do miss her like crazy. We had a great marriage, brought into the world 3 wonderful children and 8 grandchildren now, and I just wish she was here to see it all blossom.
So what is that like when you get that diagnosis that it's Alzheimer's?
I didn't want to believe it. This is just too young. She was 55 years old, and I'm saying this can't be happening. This really can't be happening. And the most difficult part of this for me was when she would look at me with those eyes and she would ask me, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I know there's something wrong with me. Ken, help me. And I couldn't help her.
Certainly so emotional, so evocative right there. And here now with us is Donna McGowan, Executive Director of the Alzheimer's Association of Rhode Island, along with our own WPRI's Mike Montecalvo. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning,
so
Brendan.
Nice to see you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Montecalvo.
Brendan,
Pleasure,
nice
sir.
seeing you.
Lots to talk about, a serious topic here. And Mike, we'll begin with you. You have, a personal story here with regard to this topic, don't you?
Yeah, and it's a familiar story to everyone else. My mother at 68 was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, but a few years before that, forgetting names, she couldn't remember her brother's name,
right,
sister-in-law's name, and then it just kind of escalated. She passed away at 76 9 years ago. So
yeah, and for you there, speaking with that family, far too young, losing his wife there. I mean, we see this happening. It doesn't matter how old you are, but in that particular case, what that family is going through, their strength is remarkable.
Yeah, wonderful family. We talked last week. Tomorrow night at 5, you're going to hear their full story, and at 6. I think the thing that walk away from that is, why?
Right.
Why does someone so young have to go through this? And it's not just the person who's sick, the devastation it has on a family.
Right.
Because he has children and now he has grandchildren, and the grandkids won't grow up to see their grandmother. And
that's right.
Difficult.
And that's why it's so important that these surviving family members have that support, Donna. So talk about, first of all, before we get into the event here, any breakthroughs that have happened with regard to treatment and fighting Alzheimer's?
Well, not really breakthroughs, but they're working diligently behind the scenes. We're up to about $1 billion of federal government money going into research and development to find a cure or to come up with a pill to give good quality of life, and we're getting close.
Right.
The word on the street is we're getting close, but we're not there yet. But we're very, very excited and very optimistic.
And what it's all about is year after year, annually continuing to create that awareness. Certainly we know about it, but we want to educate as many people as possible about this, don't we?
Absolutely. It's all about awareness. It's presently the number 6 killer. And by 2050, it's going to be number 1, because if it goes along the trajectory it's going on, we will not have any survivors. We don't have any cure.
Right.
And interestingly enough, there's 500,000 people in this country presently under the age of 65
right,
that have early onset. So it's not just about coming down with it in your 80s. It's a serious disease. We're not sure why it strikes, but we know as long as you have a brain, you're susceptible to the disease.
And are there certain myths and or stigmas surrounding the disease that we should be made aware of even more so?
There's lots of stigma. I think we keep it quiet. There's mental stigmata associated with it, so we try to tend to it at best at home, which is the wrong thing to do. I think
right,
once you uncover it, you need to get in touch with services like ourselves and other services in the state of Rhode Island.
And the walk coming up this Sunday, Mike.
So the walk is Sunday. They had one yesterday in Newport
Right.
that
Yes.
was successful. The big one is at Roger Williams Park on Sunday morning. And you see all the families. And Brendan, the one thing is you see kids in strollers.
Right.
You see toddlers. You see teenagers. So it shows that Alzheimer's just does not affect the elderly. It shows from, really a stroller right to
It's a
people in their
family event.
90s.
And that spirit of community, everyone bonding together, coming out, is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a pleasure for us to be able to spotlight this, Donna. Always good to see you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Brendan.
much. And Mike, thank you, sir.
Brendan, thank you.
Who can compete with that pocket square? We love Mike Montecalvo. You can help support the Alzheimer's Association of Rhode Island by heading to the walk, of course, as they said, this coming Sunday at Roger Williams Park.